Haru and the Dance of Spring. In a small town in Japan, the arrival of spring was always celebrated with great joy, especially when the cherry blossoms began to bloom and turned every street and every rooftop soft shades of pink. For a little girl named Haru, this season was the most magical time of the entire year because she felt as if the whole world was smiling with her. Whenever the town became completely covered in floating petals, Haru's heart filled so much with happiness that she thought it might burst like a bright firework. This year, at the Cherry Blossom Festival, Haru had a very big dream that she had been thinking about for many months. She wanted to perform the traditional fan dance called Sakura Mai on the stage in front of the whole town. She told her grandmother about this dream with a voice full of excitement, her eyes shining like little lanterns. The moment she spoke, she imagined herself dancing gracefully, just like the dancers she had admired since she was very small. Her grandmother Aiko gave her a beautiful hand-painted fan that looked as delicate as a butterfly's wing. But when Haru tried to learn the dance, she realized that it was much harder than it looked from the outside. Her feet kept getting tangled, her steps went in the wrong direction, and the fan swung wildly in her hand as if it had a mind of its own. Her friend Kenji tried his best to cheer her up by making funny faces and jumping around like a playful squirrel. "You can do it, Haru," he said with a bright smile, truly believing in her even when she didn't believe in herself. But Haru only shook her head slowly, watching the other dancers move across the practice yard with smooth, flowing motions like calm water. "I will never be able to dance like they do," she whispered sadly as she hid beneath her favorite cherry tree where she often went when she felt confused or upset. A single tear slipped from her eye and gently landed on a fallen pink petal resting on the ground. The petal trembled softly, as if it felt Haru's sadness and wished it could comfort her. Her grandmother Aiko found her sitting quietly under the tree, but she did not tell Haru to practice more or try harder. Instead, she sat beside her and spoke with a warm, gentle voice that felt like a hug. "My little flower," she said, "dance is not about perfect steps. It is about telling the story of spring with your heart." "Feel the wind," Aiko said softly, touching Haru's cheek as a breeze brushed past them. "Imagine that your fan is a leaf drifting down from a high branch, moving lightly and freely. Show the happiness of the sun on your face and let your movements share that sunshine with everyone who watches you." Haru closed her eyes slowly and let the images fill her mind. She imagined the soft wind, the swaying branches, and the gentle leaves floating in the air around her. When she opened her fan, she didn't do it to make a perfect shape. She did it to catch that tiny breeze she felt inside her heart and it made her feel something new and almost magical. When the day of the festival finally arrived, Haru stepped onto the stage, her hand shaking a little and her heart beating quickly like a small drum. But she remembered her grandmother's words, and a warm calmness spread through her chest. She began to dance, telling her own story of spring with every movement, as if the wind and sunlight were dancing with her. Her dance wasn't perfect, and she made a few small mistakes, but every step came from deep inside her heart. As the very last cherry blossom petal drifted gently from the sky, the crowd began to clap and cheer for her, filling the air with happy sound. Haru bowed with a smile brighter than all the festival lanterns combined, for she had not only learned to dance, she had discovered the music of spring living inside herself.